A little Queen City unboxing. We did their unboxing of one of their sneakers and one of their slippers. I've been wearing them around the house. I was gonna bring them in today, but I forgot. Just a little low top slippers. I like those because I can flip the heel down and use them as like slides around the house, because Toaster, as soon as he gets out of litter box, he's like, I'm just gonna grab as much litter in my paws as I can, and then as soon as I get to the floor, I'm just gonna shake my paws out, and then the litter, you can hear it scattering across the floor. You're like, okay. And so I've just gotten the habit of using house slippers, and I like it. You know, it gives me a chance to wear even more footwear, no matter what. You know, I'm like always testing footwear. But I have my Birkenstocks, and I've got a pair of Queen City that I kind of rotate between. And the one shoe that I'm really interested from them is a really unique. It's almost like a little roper almost. It's weird. It's a unique pattern. I've been a fan of Queen City since they had like 1,000 followers on Instagram because of that pattern. I was like, wow, I've never seen anyone make a boot like that, you know. And so anytime anybody does anything unique, I'm like, I want to see where this goes. I want to see kind of what they end up doing. And now we are like 4 or 5 years later, and now they have some really cool stuff. They got some legitimate shoes. They got some really cool patterns with their shoes, and like they have that hole cut Hardwick that we showed in the other video. You know, it's just like a typical sneaker, American craftsmanship, full suede leather upper, custom USA molded sole. So it's a very like US made company, which I always appreciate. And speaking of, if you didn't know, another small sneaker company in Opie Way got wrecked by that North Carolina hurricane. Like all of their supplies, all their stock, all their raw materials, all their like machines got wrecked. And so I think they have a GoFundMe going for him. I'll put links to that below, even though it's a Queen City unboxing, but like a lot of these small like shoemakers are all in it together. You know, it's the same thing as leatherworking. Like it's not as competitive as people think, because like it's not like Queen City versus Opie Way. It's like Queen City, Opie Way, everyone against Nike, against Adidas, against these giant corporations that have just gobbled up the shoe industry and abuse that power to sell really terrible products to people that don't really have any other options or don't know any different. And that's why I like highlighting these small companies, because they're actually doing things different. They're actually like, they're making a difference in the footwear world, and they're innovating at the same time, which is like all you could ever ask from a product. And that's pretty much it. Let's get them unboxed. You know, 3 minutes in, not getting too windy on this one. Windy? I don't think that's an expression.
Did you know that condensation is your enemy? Like you got your nice cold drink, you're getting refreshed, you set your drink down on the table and bam, watering, staining your table. It sucks. That's why Rose Anvil is releasing brand new specialty coasters made from super unique boot leathers. So what's so good about a leather coaster? They naturally absorb the moisture without seeping through to the surface below. The soft leather naturally grips the surface, preventing slipping, spills, and scratches. And what's really cool about the leather coasters is they patina over time. Like I've had this kind of experimental coaster on my desk for about 1.5 years. I've been putting my drinks on it literally every single day. And it started as this color, so you can kind of see how crazy it gets, and it also forms like the shape of the actual cup. Like there's little indentations right here where the cup goes. It's like formed perfectly to that over time. For the boot enthusiasts, it's like the exact same leather as the boots you're probably wearing right now. So you can match your boots to your coasters, you can kick your feet up right next to your coaster, and it'll be the same things like Oro Legacy, Copper Rough and Tough, Hawthorne Mule Skinner, Amber Harness, Brown Distress, Chocolate Shrunken Bison, Tobacco Shrunken Bison, Black Shrunken Bison. Also, the holidays are coming up, so it's like a perfect gift for anybody, like coworkers, maybe giving them a subtle hint to get their act together and stop staining all the dang tables with their 45-ounce Diet Coke. So they all come in packs of 4, so you get 4 coasters with them. Check them out while they're still in stock and match your boots to your coasters. It's sick.
Okay, let's do it. A little unboxing, Queen City. What knife? Just this one because it was handy. The live wire, nope, this is the just regular Kershaw 8-blade HQ collaboration. I've unboxed like 3 of the recent videos with this. Should I go grab a different knife actually? I'm going to. All right, I got a good one. I showed you guys, I don't even know when they're coming out, but I did this Leatherman for part of the unboxing. Not that it's sponsored, not that they sent us for free, but I've always had a Leatherman like since I was 8 years old, and I've lost every single Leatherman since I was 8 years old, and so I've bought a lot and I've used a lot over the years, and I love them. I love this little Skeletool. You know, it's a nice little compact Leatherman. You've got your plier end with your needle nose, your bigger grip, your wire strippers, your wire cutters. You got a replaceable screwdriver end with your flathead over here and your Phillips. And then you just have the bare minimum. You just have your little knife, got your pliers, screwdriver, and a little bottle opener and carabiner clip. This is a nice little tool. If I had more of a butt to hold my pants up, I would carry it with me more often. I just don't, because I've got so many other random little knives like this. They're so small and compact, you know, even compared to, I'm always carrying my little baby Gerber. You know, just look at the size difference. So I always end up carrying smaller knives just because it's easier to carry them. Yeah. So if you want a Leatherman, check them out below. We have zero. I've never even talked to the Leatherman guys. I need to, now that we're getting into knives and stuff, but I've always been a big Leatherman fan. Very little. Slips. Okay, which one should we do first? This one. Okay, let's see what we got. I love that they send matches. I don't know if they're fart matches or what, but I like it. Should we test the matches, make sure they work? Uh-oh. That's bad luck, isn't it? If you break the first match of the box. They work. Got a nice carrying bag, little cinch backpack, like I used to wear basketball. Carry it back, your shoes around. Okay, let's see what these ones are. I don't know exactly what they sent me. Ooh. This is what I wanted. Look at this. Isn't this so cool? Have you ever seen a pattern like that? Yeah, it's like a high top pull-on sneaker. And I just love it. I love the, because you could do so many cool leathers with this. And it's just a nice little platform for like almost like a shit kicker kind of style, where it's just like, it's by my door, slip them on when I need to go down to the car or need to go run garbage down to the garbage bin, you know, just like a little. And this one has the sole on it, so you can actually, it's not just like a house slipper, you can wear this out, you can wear it around. And I believe this is Horween's Dublin. It definitely is, because it has that smell. Also, what's going on here? They got the alfalfa hair going on. Yes, that smells so good. This is the pair I wanted forever. Like since I found them, I wanted like a pair of like Dublin high top, like pull-on little slippers. Like just imagine this if like it was made out of like cordovan or like blood core. It would just be a really cool way to continue to wear some really unique leathers and have that fun of experiencing and aging and how it wears in and the patina around your house. And it just looks cool. I love them. I love them. I love them. What are these other ones then? This is all I wanted. This is like, I want those. So hyped. I can't wait to try them on. Let's see what we got. Oh wow, I forgot they're sending these too. I forgot they even did this. So this is like their outside version. These are cool. I love this pattern so much because you've got like the actual outdoor, you can wear every single day, little slip-on kind of Chelsea, pull-on, Romeo, Roper boot, like high top thing. How much are these? And then you got your like house version, like your little slipper version for around the house. So this is the Vermont House Shoe Premium Horween High Top in Cognac. How much that cost you? Just a cool $300. You know, but like I said, these are all made in the US, super small production. And, oh, yeah, it looks like, you know, like, especially once, because this leather's, you know, it's pretty like dark and red right now, but once you start wearing it and start getting that pull-up effect coming through, it really starts lightening up. And, so, how do they describe this? Our classic high top silhouette featuring premium leather from the renowned Horween Leather Tannery in Chicago. Vegetable tan and fin. Oh, I forgot Dublin's a veg tan. I love Dublin. We used to do some of our products out of Dublin, but it's a tough leather to work with for like harnesses and stuff. It has a little bit too much stretch, but eventually we're gonna get back to carrying some Dublin because I love Dublin. Has a pronounced pull-up effect, giving the leather lots of rich color variation and unmistakable beauty. The soles are made from full-grain brown nut derby leather, which is this bumper here. One of the longest running tanneries in the United States is Horween. Designed to slip on and off easily and fit like a glove, our high tops are made in Vermont by hand from buttery soft saddle leather. Molded full-grain leather soles, merino wool insole, molded internal cushioning for extra comfort and support. Includes a drawstring carry bag to take your house shoes on the go. That's what, like, because I guess I didn't really talk much about these, but like my thoughts for these is like my travel shoes. You know, you're going through the airport, just slipping things on, slipping them off, always like, but you still might end up in some dirt, you still might end up in some stuff where you want to have some protection. You just don't want to wear like a pair of slippers, like for me at least. And that's exactly what these are. Just like my travel shoes. Yeah, like road trip in the car, road trip in an airplane. So fun. And then these are just like your casual versions. So how much are these? Okay, so these are they call them the Elmore Hi. And they describe this one as slip into comfortable style with the Elmore Hi, Queen City's high top laceless sneaker crafted in the USA and Vermont workshop. The Elmore pairs stylish lines with our custom sole to make a truly elegant pair of shoes. This Elmore in our soft iron leather pairs comfort with simplistic style and will quickly become your go-to shoe. Featuring a double stitch unlined leather atop our custom made footbed, these shoes are as striking as they are well made. American craftsmanship, butter soft unlined leather upper, custom USA molded sole, breathable ortholite insole. Okay, so you got, yeah, so there's a couple differences, right? You've got the two different outsoles, clearly like an actual sneaker outsole versus more of like a house slipper outsole, more of like a slipper style outsole. Then you've got obviously the two different types of leather. You've got like a more, let's see how thick it is. It feels like a little bit thicker, a more casual leather, 2.4 millimeters thick. Love it. The Dublin is 2 millimeters thick. And then, like they said, the difference in the insoles, the wool, merino wool versus ortholite. Ortholite's one of the top brands in the industry, making really nice open cell foam. And then both are Strobel stitched with a little bit of foam underneath there. Both have an internal heel counter color that's leather. Love it. And this one obviously has the molded sole. And this one has this outsole, and this is just a cup sole. Oh, and it's sidewall stitched too. So you can see why I like these shoes. You can see why I'm hyped about them, and they're right up my alley. You know, different, unique, solving a problem in a different way. I love like little boots. You know, I like high tops. I like all that stuff, and so it's right up my alley. And I'm gonna send them some bloodcore to make me a bloodcore version out of. Wouldn't that be so sick? Bloodcore popped off. People love bloodcore. It's kind of crazy. We're gonna start stocking it as just a leather because it's an exclusive leather that we designed with Seidel, so you can only buy it from us. And so we're gonna stock panels of it. We'll probably stock some sides. We'll stock a lot of our products in it, and we're gonna start doing some little collaborations with them. So what am I wearing? Just the rugged African Troopers. I don't know if these are launched or when they're coming out, or even if we teased them, but these are pretty sick. Really the first traditionally made wide toe box heritage boot under 300 bucks. Like it's all leather. To be a killer boot. I wear them a lot just because they're so comfy, and I just love Jim Greens because they're that wide toe box and comfort. And I designed this pattern, the African Trooper pattern. We designed it in-house with the help of Jim Green, but we did a lot of the prototyping and everything in-house and the design work, and so I'm pretty proud of it too. It's definitely hitting my like, I helped design that. I'm proud of that. So let's try on. So these are a size 10. I like that little stamp in there. It's cool. Let's try on the 10 first. Yep, love them. Sold. I'm sold. I love these freaking shoes. I've been sick for like I'm not sick. I'm like fine now, but I still have a runny nose. It's crazy. I've been sick for like 3 weeks. Okay, now. Yes! I think these are so sick. I love these. Let me pop this up a little bit. Yeah, much better. See what I mean? It's so fun. Because it still grips your heel because you've got leather. And as these wear in, this is going to compress down. And it's just going to grip your foot and your heel. And like all this leather is going to compress and form around your foot. And you're just going to have these really nice, like perfectly fitting high top slippers. Who in the world makes high top slippers? You know what I mean? Like that's why I think it's such a fun idea. A high top slipper. But these actually look good. Like with the sole, I dig this style. So, I'm a 10 on the Brannock. I got size 10 and that seems to fit perfect. So as far as I'm concerned, it's true to the Brannock, but always refer and defer to their own personal sizing so that I don't screw it up for you and then you get mad at me. Refer to their sizing. So check out Queen City below, and I'll put the other Queen City unboxing below as well. We'll put more information in the Rugged African Troopers below, and information about this trucker jacket made by Flint and Tinder, sold by Huckberry. Put links to those below. Trying to get it broken in so it doesn't look as boxy, and it already looks way better. I've worn it in a couple videos I've been recording today, and I love it. So check them out below. Thank you guys. See ya.